EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yellow. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On first down, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 31. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it with Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete to Kelsey. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Yellow, on the line. Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Haywood.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Adams has it complete. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 44 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
At their 49-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The connection made. It's Graham. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
53's the mic. 5. Danny. Mike, 53.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Allison, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
You better be afraid of me.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Man out. Hey, Echo. Jim.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
got 58. He's coming, double up. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Geronimo Allison in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Do it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Wilson on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mike. In your face. Box it. Hey, 88. 53's Mike. Check, 53. Hey, box drop.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Hey, Stelter. 53, check 53. In your face.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Zoom. Get 300. Get 300. 80 weapons.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Plant. Back to normal. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, wahoo! Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
We got 4. We got 4. 26.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check, 53 is mine. Squeeze, double.
Hey, nice 7.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Rodgers stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check. Showing up. Check nickel.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check 4.
They'll run it with Williams. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And going deep for Hill. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't. Pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
No. 258. 53. Hey, here I come.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll run with Irvin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll roll him out right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He hits his running back, Procise.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his target. That's Moore. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now the former Notre Damer. This is C.J. Procise. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. From the shotgun, Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run the counter. It's Carson, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Right there, 54, right Right there. 54 points.
Now Winston. Open man is Howard to tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. There to stop it was Carlton Davis. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the 41, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Looking to throw on second down. Winston, that's caught by Howard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. A chance now to get even before the break. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. To throw is Winston. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A first down throw for Winston. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Yeah, let's get set.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs.
Go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Winston. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet.
Third and short, it's Prosigns. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 8-yard touchdown run as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kissed it on the ground.
Ready. Blue lady. Right there. 54 Mike.
Get that quarterback in.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Get that quarterback.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike.
Stay with your man. Hey, watch that. Watch out. Check Mike 50.
Winston now to throw on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Ready. Black 22. 54 Mike.
Check back. Check back.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll find Metcalf. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, when they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Throwing, Winston. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there. And he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.